mean, it's just the way everything come in. See here, and then put it around here. So
Totally,
different.
yeah.
And then I just kind of find my way.
The problem is you don't want to get that hand in front of your face.
In the Pygmalion Revisited episode, our biggest challenge was bringing a painting to life. And that journey started by bringing on the visual artist, the painter Andrew Moncrief. And Andrew does some really phenomenal work. It's quite subtly erotic, which I thought would also play into this. We had to find a delicate mix because the idea is Rudy, the painter, has been commissioned to paint a saint for an Orthodox church. Andrew's a total pro. He was awesome. We were working long distance, so it also meant that he was painting in his studio, and then we had to transport these massive paintings, 7 feet high by 5 feet wide, 4 of them, into Toronto and then to Hamilton where we were shooting. Along the way, we hit some roadblocks. We originally shot the photos in JPEG as opposed to RAW, so that was a little bit problematic for Andrew. So Andrew, you wanted to chat about something?
Yes, because they were shot in JPEG, and not RAW. There's a significant less amount of information in the image. So, like when it comes to working on such a massive scale for paintings, which these are 5 foot by 7 foot.
We ended up having to go back and do the photo shoot again. But I think we actually got some better stuff the second time. So basically, Marc, we're back and we're trying to recreate the hero shot from the other day, from last week.
It's all good, yeah.
That was perfect. Your pose is perfect. Composition looks great. Problems were lighting is a little bit dark, and we also shot JPEGs instead of RAW, right? So our artist, Andrew Moncrief, in order to create these 7 foot by 5 foot paintings of you, needs as much detail as possible. And what happened is, like, when you start to zoom in, you start to lose detail, and it gets a little bit soft, especially on your underlid side. See, like, you know how you just kind of blend right into the background. So that's why we're going to shoot on green screen today, so that you're super well lit, you're really defined from the background, and he's
More vulnerable than ever, yeah, okay, got it.
The saint that the painter is commissioned to make, it's Sergius and Bacchus, who were Erasti, like these, Greek lovers, essentially. And they were saints for, centuries and centuries. And then finally in 1969, they were stripped of that title. They were decanonized. Which I think it's kind of interesting. I mean, that's also 1969 was Stonewall, but they were looked at as kind of these gay saints, kind of the, patron gay saints.
Hey, Marc, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How's it going?
Good.
Welcome to my space.
Thank you, it's good to be here. Been excited to see this.
Yeah, nice to meet you in person, not just painting some stranger.
I guess that's kind of weird.
Yeah. Well, this is my space. I want to show you the paintings.
Sure. Pretty much.
Yeah, I tried to make it true to size. I mean, as much as I could. I mean, the canvases are 7 feet tall, so.
Right.
So I'm curious, like, how have you ever modeled for painting before? Like, well,
No, I appreciate you asking. No, I have not. This is completely new territory for me, and it was a little bit. I was nervous. Well, I was nervous coming here today. Like, I don't know what to. This is all very vulnerable to have. Having your picture taken or being on film or recorded is one thing, but I don't know, being immortalized through painting is something else.
I think the worst thing that could ever happen in a painting is if someone's just kind of indifferent.
Right.
I think if they love it or they hate it, perfect. But if they're just kind of don't really have an opinion about it, that is like the worst. I think that would be the worst thing ever.
Totally. I feel the same way with filmmaking, whether it's, I'm working on a doc or a scripted anything. I want to incite conversation. I want people to walk away and feel like they want to dive in and chew on that and, you know, like bounce it off somebody with a friend. And like you said, I'm perfectly fine if you hate it, if it made you uncomfortable, if it made you, you know, want to yell at me. That's all good, just as kind of vital and rewarding as a compliment in a way.
Lift you up.
Sure, okay. Can I just see your faces tight like that in voice from this direction? Yeah, we have to be very
So walk.
Oh, Sarsi. We're back to Sarsi.
Okay, so how do you think the day is going so far?
I think it's going pretty good. It's our second day at this location. It was a lot of crying for our director / talent. I haven't seen that many tears in a while, so I'm glad we got through it, and I'm glad we're kind of moving on to this really exciting portion of our day, which is a blue screen. We're going to try and recreate some movement from a static painting. That's our next little step. So we're pretty excited about that.
So on Pygmalion Revisited, the biggest struggle was just it reading realistically, mixing the motion of the hand with the painting and trying to just merge those two worlds and having it read as realistic and not cheesy and just very subtle. That you watched it and you said, like, did I just see that? Was that, you know, that's what we were going for. It's just like a little bit of fantasy mixed with reality.
So it's like you've got this moment here, like you come down all the way. It's like you see him, like, you know, it doesn't have to be like a super big pause, but just like slow it down, small pause, and then go right into it. Because it's, you know, just kind of recognize like, okay, we're finally reconnected and we're in the wrong place.
Scene 33, Hilo, take one, Marc.